Did you know that one simple misunderstanding of American law could land you in serious trouble the moment you step foot in the United States? Yes, the idea of moving to America might feel thrilling, but without knowing some key laws, that dream can quickly turn into a nightmare. In this video, we are diving deep into the most important US laws every newcomer absolutely needs to understand, laws that could protect your rights, keep you safe, and help you build a life here with confidence. Welcome to Moving to America. An immigrant who's been through the whole process of moving, adjusting, and figuring out how to live according to the rules of this land. I know firsthand how confusing it can be when you arrive without a clear roadmap of the laws that actually affect your daily life. In today's video, we're breaking everything down simply and clearly. Whether you're planning your move, recently landed, or just curious about life in the US, this guide is made for you. So, why should you stick around? Because understanding these laws is not just about avoiding trouble, it's about empowering yourself. When you know your rights and responsibilities, you can focus on creating a new life filled with opportunity, rather than anxiety and uncertainty. Plus, I'll share real stories from my experience and from others I've spoken to make sure this isn't just theory, but something practical you can apply immediately. Let's start with something most people overlook: traffic laws. Yes, something as simple as driving in the US can be a minefield if you don't pay attention. Unlike many countries where driving on the left side is the norm, here, we drive on the right. That's just the beginning. There's also a strict zero tolerance for driving under the influence, with severe penalties including fines, license suspension, or even jail time. And here's a surprising fact. Even if you are only a passenger and you refuse to wear a seatbelt, you can be fined. Seatbelt laws vary state by state, but the safest bet is always to buckle up. It's the law, and it saves lives. Now, moving beyond the road, let's talk about something that often causes confusion: the US immigration law. You might hear phrases like green card, visa, work permit, or citizenship thrown around. But what do they really mean? Your visa is your permission slip to be in the country for a specific reason and duration. Overstaying your visa can result in deportation and bans on returning, so always keep track of your status. Once you have a green card, you're a lawful permanent resident, which means you can live and work here indefinitely. But you're not a citizen yet, so you need to renew it every 10 years and maintain your residency requirements. Becoming a citizen requires another step: naturalization, which comes with the right to vote and other privileges. Here's a plot twist most newcomers don't expect. Simply having legal status doesn't protect you from all authority figures. For example, the police have the right to ask for ID if they have reasonable suspicion of wrongdoing. However, you also have rights. They can't detain you indefinitely without cause, and you have the right to remain silent and to consult with a lawyer. Knowing these details can save you a lot of stress and protect you from being exploited or misunderstood. Speaking of rights, let's quickly touch on the First Amendment, the cornerstone of American freedom, which guarantees freedom of speech and religion. But be careful, freedom of speech isn't absolute here. Hate speech or speech that incites violence is not protected by law. Also, certain behaviors like public intoxication or disorderly conduct can lead to legal issues, even if you're just expressing yourself. So, understanding the boundaries is key. Now, onto employment laws, which are crucial if you want to work or start a business. In the US, employers cannot discriminate based on race, gender, national origin, religion, or disability. This is enforced by laws like the Civil Rights Act. You also have the right to a minimum wage, paid breaks, and a safe work environment. But here's a lesser-known fact. If you are working on a visa, There may be restrictions on the kind of jobs you can take, and working outside those limits can jeopardize your status. So always check the fine print on your immigration paperwork before accepting work. Another big one is housing law. Renting or buying a home here comes with protections too. Landlords cannot evict you without due process, and you can't be discriminated against because of your nationality or immigration status. But, on the flip side, you have legal responsibilities too, like paying rent on time and keeping the property in good condition. Knowing your rights and duties can help prevent conflicts and unfair treatment. Here's a story that might surprise you. A friend of mine moved here from Brazil and didn't realize she had to file income taxes even though she wasn't working immediately. In America, everyone who earns income must file taxes annually, or you could face penalties. Plus, failing to report income or fraudulently evading taxes is a federal crime. So even if you're just starting out, it's important to understand the IRS regulations. Tax laws might seem complicated, but the government provides plenty of resources to help newcomers get started. Let's shift gears and talk about something personal yet vital: healthcare. The US doesn't have universal healthcare like some countries. Instead, you need health insurance to avoid huge medical bills. Laws like the Affordable Care Act require most residents to have coverage, either through your employer, government programs, or private insurance. Without insurance, even a small emergency can lead to tens of thousands of dollars in debt. Remember, emergency rooms are required to treat you regardless of paid status. No one is turned away, but the bills will come later. So learning how the healthcare system works here is essential for your financial security. Before I forget, let's not overlook the importance of social security numbers, your key to accessing many services, employment, and banking. This isn't just some number, it's your identity in the US system. Protect it carefully from identity theft. Without this number, many doors remain closed. To sum up the main points as you prepare or continue your American journey: know your driving laws, understand immigration status and your rights, familiarize yourself with employment and housing protections, keep up with taxes, get health insurance, and safeguard your social security number. These aren't just rules, they are your roadmap to thriving here. Now, before we wrap up, I want to hear from you. What's been the biggest legal challenge you faced as a newcomer in the US? Or if you're still planning your move, what's the one law or rule you are most curious, or maybe even worried, about? Drop your experiences or questions in the comments below. And if this video has helped clear things up for you, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next videos on everything from cultural adjustments to financial tips for immigrants. Thank you so much for watching. Moving to America. Remember, knowledge is your most powerful tool after your passport. With the right legal know-how, you're not just surviving, you're setting yourself up to truly live the American dream. Welcome to your new beginning.